Hi, I'm Maggie.
Hi, I'm Ella.
And this is Game Day Girls, where we talk football. So I'm a Jets fan.
I'm a Saints fan.
And we've had some talk and we discuss it in class. So
Yeah, we like to talk about it during class. One of the big takeaways from this week, and it was on Thursday Night Football, the Bills versus the Dolphins. Tua's another concussion for Tua.
yeah, I mean, the dude's had 4 in the past 5 years.
Yeah.
So I personally think it's time for him to call it quits. I mean,
Yeah.
he's already made his money. It's not like he needs any more.
Yeah.
It sucks for their fans, but I mean, I've been through that pain before, so I know what it's like. I think they'll survive, but yeah, I think he's got to call it quits. And
Yeah. And, at what point does you sacrificing health for the game you love? I realize it's so hard to be able to hang up the cleats for a sport.
Yeah.
This is what you've been doing for your whole life. You don't really know probably much better.
Health, yeah, it's bad.
But even last year against the Bengals, I think it was week 3. That was so bad. I think a lot of people saw his finger going to
different places and
Yeah.
what it can do to him. So it's kind of hard for us because we're not Bengals fans and we live
in Cincinnati.
In Cincinnati, so it's we have to deal with all the trash talk and all of this, especially when the Bengals were good and 2-3 seasons ago. I mean, they're still good. They're just, I don't know if they're the same Super Bowl team that they were.
Yeah.
But that last game when they played the Chiefs with the pass interference call, the hate and the anger you can see from teachers and friends just from the anger that they had with that call. I personally think it was a pass interference, and I know the flag was thrown late and all that, but I just feel you can't blame it on the refs when Joe Burrow fumbled the football, Jamar Chase yelled at the ref, and then on that same play, the Chiefs got a flag called on them that pushed it back to 4th and 16, I'm pretty sure. So you can't really always blame it on the refs. It's always a situation.
I think it wasn't pass interference. I think in this day and age, I feel defensive players are already prohibited so much with every little thing they do. If you're not looking at the ball and the offensive player comes in and hits you, it feels like the flag goes out every single time. I think that, I don't know who the defender was, but I think he went straight up completely, and I think it was Rashee Rice who was intended for that pass. I think that they both just went straight up into the ball, and I don't feel it was really that early enough for that flag to be able to call. I do agree with what you were saying.
I do think in a game situation like that, you kind of got to let them play, but I mean, either way, someone's going to be hurt with the call.
Yeah.
So another big takeaway that we saw, I know, was the 49ers losing to the Vikings. That was just, Sam Darnold coming from a Jets fan, I was where's that been? But yeah, and they lost Christian McCaffrey. He's out now for a couple weeks, so I think
4 or 5. He got put on IR.
Yeah, and it's just they didn't look great. Now Deebo Samuel got hurt. I saw he's out for a little while, so I think that's the issue with them is they have the talent, they have the players. It's just the execution and the health that they need to be able to do it, because they are easily. They barely lost the Super Bowl, so
Barely. They lose every year though, because Kyle Shanahan can't finish.
And then the Vikings, Justin Jefferson got hurt. I think it was his quad. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. He had a 98-yard bomb.
Yeah, but then there goes their star. So it's just, you never know with injuries. It's always so important to make sure your guys are staying healthy. And yeah,
injuries can always, it can make or break a team. And I think just looking from last year with Brock Purdy, and I don't think he is the answer. This $60 million contract that he might be gearing up for soon. I just don't think he's it. I think it's more important to build around your team, offense and defense, like they did last year previously when they had, I think it was Jimmy Garoppolo, and then he got hurt, and then Brock Purdy came in and he was a superstar. But I think if you just look at the team, or you put Brock Purdy on another team that isn't just doesn't have the God squad of Christian McCaffrey, Offensive Player of the Year, Deebo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk, these amazing O-line, Trent Williams has been an all-pro tackle for the past how many years?
Yeah.
I just think that, and then with Nick Bosa on defense, this team has so many superstars. How could you not be like set up for success
Yeah,
under Brock
exactly.
Purdy.
Yeah, I do agree with that. I personally, though, do think, I kind of have to disagree, I do think Brock Purdy is good. And like you said, it is because he's had so much success because he has been with all these great guys. But I do think he could go to a place like Carolina Panthers and he wouldn't have as much success and probably not make it to the playoffs, but I think he would still, you would see those good throws, you would see the good vision and awareness that he, you know what I mean?
No! If you saw Bryce Young play,
that's true.
Against just the Saints like last week, I mean, the Saints murdered them and the Saints murdered them boys this week.
Yeah, I mean, that was pretty nice.
The Cowboys are not good.
Yeah, I don't like the Cowboys. Cowboys, America's team. That's crap.
Yeah,
they're not America's team. So another big thing was Kyler Murray, who threw for 3 touchdowns. He had 266 yards.
Yeah.
Marvin Harrison, he had, I think it was 2 touchdowns and
4 receptions.
Yeah, for 130 yards. So just absolutely insane with that connection. That's going to be really good to see and what they have, because I think last week we saw that Marvin Harrison, he didn't get a lot of opportunities, and I think he just needed the game, and they had to find that connection, and each team's still finding their way. I think especially them, they're still trying to figure that out because he's a rookie, and Kyler Murray's been out a lot. He's always been hurt, so they still got to figure it out.
I think the Cardinals are legit Super Bowl contenders. Kyler Murray, his ability to make space and extend plays is just incredible. And with a deep threat like Marvin Harrison Jr. coming out of OSU, the sky's the limit for this team. Marvin Harrison Jr., I think he's gonna win Offensive Rookie of the Year easily. He is just such a stud. He literally falls off after his dad.
Yeah.
6'4", huge, really, really fast. This defense, I think, has still a lot to clean up with in terms of the D-line. I think the quarterback, getting the quarterback faster would help some of their corners and the safeties. But I think that is something they could totally, maybe pick up a player in the trade deadline, and I think this team could be on their way.
Yeah, I have to go off that. I agree with her. I also think, because I'm a Jets fan, so I think part of the thing is for us, it's we have Aaron Rodgers, we have all these stars, and then it's just our. All right. They say he's washed. He's still Aaron Rodgers. He still's got the arm. Yeah, he's not how he was 5 years ago, but I mean, yeah, the dude's old. Everybody knows that. I know that as a Jets fan. I'll admit it. But yeah, he wasn't as good as he was, but I think he's still Aaron Rodgers. He can still throw it. You have a guy like Garrett Wilson. You have a guy like Mike Williams now who made one of the games.
Big Mike.
Yeah, the game-saving catch for us. Breece Hall. I met his mom, by the way. That was pretty cool. Yeah, met his mom. Nice lady. And then you have such a great defense too. It's just I can feel it. I just feel that this is the year. I think, going on the road to the 49ers, traveling halfway across the country, you're going to lose. I knew that. And Monday night, they cursed Aaron Rodgers, so. Yeah, we'll have to see. That was pretty good. All right, so that's going to be it for our Week 2 Game Day Girls. I'm Maggie.
I'm Ella.
And we'll see you next week for Week 3.